Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I pray that you are blessed and that everyone around you is blessed as well. So it's September, you guys, and so I'm here with my TBR hopefuls, and I'm doing it a little different this time. I'm not using TBR jar, so let's just get started. It's September, you guys. It's so weird that this year's almost over. I mean, we say that every time, but it feels like these months are going by so fast. Anyways, I am doing my September TBR hopefuls a little differently. We are not using the TBR jar, which is crazy to me, and I kind of miss it, but I wanted to do something different this month. Where I live, our schools just started back up. And if you watched my other videos, I am taking a step back from school. I went back to school working on my bachelor's to become an elementary educator, and it's just not for me right now mentally. So I'm taking a break, but I am a big advocate for education. Like, I can't wait for my kids. My kids are all grown up, but my grandkids to start school and just to be there for them and help them. And so I figured September will be a month that I read books that have to do with education. I didn't realize I have quite a few books. And then there's also one during the month of September 16th to be exact, is Mexican Independence Day. And since I am half Mexican, I really like to read Mexican authors as well as other authors. Like, I don't discriminate, but I want to highlight at least one Mexican author, and so I will show that book as well. But before we get started, comment down below a book that you are excited to read this month. Like, I have so many books on this list that I just cannot wait to get to them. I'm still working through my summer my summer reads. I am reading Beach Read. I should be done today. When you're watching this, I should be done with it. I added It Starts With Us, but I don't think I'm gonna get to it. I don't know. The Nightingale's still on hold. Like, that's more of a late fall-ish book, so I'm halfway done. And then I'll just talk about my other items on here during my August wrap-up. So keep an eye out for that sometime this week. Let's get started. The first book is not a book that I'm going to read this month, but it is a book that I have read. I read it in February or March. I believe it's March, because that's the month that I started school. And it's Educated by Tara Westover. Now, this book, it feels like you're reading a fiction book, but it's someone's whole life. Like, the family was a mess. But homegirl, this is a memoir, if I didn't say that. It's a memoir. Tara, homegirl, she pushed through. She was so loyal to her family and still pushed herself to go through school, to become educated. Like, it was so good. I've mentioned this in other videos before that I don't like to rate memoirs, because that's someone's life. You can't rate that. Like, I would feel so bad saying, oh, it's a 3 or and it's like traumatic and stuff. So I don't like to rate people's stories like true stories, because that's their life. Like, you can't rate that. So I did not rate this, but I highly, 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 highly recommend it. If you're not a memoir reader, I still recommend it, because it feels like you're reading a fake story, but it's all real. Like, so just crazy. Just go read it. Now, there's one book on my list that I am adding, but not sure if I'm going to get to it because the other books are a priority. And so it is True Biz by Sarah Novick. I believe that's how you say her last name. This is about a deaf school, like a residential school, and there's a few students that they're gonna highlight. One's like freaked out because he's never met another deaf person. There's one that is trying to fight the reality that his younger sister was born hearing. And then there's talks about a teacher, I believe, that is like struggling with keeping the school open as well as trying to keep her family together. And so it sounds like a really, really good book, but it's not like top on my list. So if I finish the books that I have, then I'll get to this one. I'm gonna show you all the school-based books first, and then I'll show you the book that I want to read for September 16th. Now, let's see where I want to start. Okay, I want to read One of Us is Lying, and this is by Karen M. McManus, and I've heard a lot of good things, or at least like mixed reviews. This is, I believe, a YA part of a series as well. There's, I think, 2 other books, and I want to read this because it's a thriller, you guys, and I love thrillers. And it talks about these kids that are in detention, or before the end of detention. Simon's dead, and so they're trying to figure out what's going on, and yes, I'm here for it. So reading that one. I am also excited about this one. I was going to keep this one for October, but when I read the back, I was like, this definitely is like giving school vibes because it has to do with prom. And it's The Weight of Blood by Tiffany D. Jackson. This will be my first Tiffany D. Jackson read, and I am so excited because this is like giving horror slash thriller, just craziness. And it's, what I've been hearing is like a retelling of the movie Carrie from back in the day, and so I'm here for it. I cannot wait to read this book. I want to do read like the synopsis in the back, but I don't want to give too much. Should I? This book is, I'm sure a lot of people have heard about this one, so I probably won't read the back, but just go ahead and check it out if you haven't. Now, this one is probably gonna be my first read of September because I have been waiting for this. I've been waiting to read this. The Teacher by Frida McFadden, like, perfect. And I, wait, don't come at me, because I've been hearing that it's disturbing, that people are saying that it's like, why'd you write this? And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I want to see what the hype is, or why people are saying this is not it. Like, I want to know. I'm nosy, you guys. So this one, I'm sure everyone has heard about this one too. Frida McFadden is that girl, the plot twist queen. So I am excited for this one. This is definitely going to be the first September read. The other 2 are almost the same, or have to deal with the same thing, and that is the gun violence in schools. And so this one was like kind of hard for me too, because my grandson is 3 years old and will have to eventually go to school, and my daughter is so worried about having to get him like a bulletproof backpack and stuff, and that should not be the world that we live in for our kids. Like, it should not, but it's definitely what cards we are dealt these days, and it's things that we have to worry about as parents, grandparents, and teachers, and everything like that. And it's just crazy. So the first one is by Simon Lelick, and it's 1,000 Cuts. And as you can tell by the cover, that's what it has to do with. And it's a teacher that goes into a school assembly with and unalives 3 students and colleagues, and then all that. So this one is going to be heart-wrenching. I already know it. Just growing up I think I had just gotten married when the Columbine thing happened, and that I still think about that. It's ridiculous. Like, there's so many things happening, and anyways, so that's one. And the other one is This Is Where It Ends, and this is a student, I believe, that goes into the school. I believe it is a student that goes into the school. And it says, told from 4 different perspectives over the span of 54 harrowing minutes. Terror reigns as one student calculates revenge turns into the ultimate game of survival. I might have to do like a reading vlog with reading these 2 books, because it's gonna be something, you guys. I don't know. Just keep an eye out, like, who knows. And then my last book of the month will be the one that honors and highlights a Mexican author. And this has to do with Mexican independence. And this is The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas. And the cover is beautiful, first of all. Like, take that in, you guys. It's so pretty. This one, I did talk about it in my haul video. I just got this from Half Price Books, I believe. I believe so. But it says Mexican, let me just read the little snippet here. Mexican Gothic meets Rebecca in this debut supernatural suspense novel set in the aftermath of the Mexican War of Independence, about a remote house, a sinister haunting, and a woman pulled into their clutches. You guys, this is gonna be a ride, you know? So, that's my last book, you guys. And I cannot wait. Hopefully, I get to do some reading vlogs. Why do I keep saying logs? Get it together, Tina. Get it together. You haven't filmed a video in 3 weeks and you're struggling. But first, oh, speaking of that, thank you for sticking by. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for, you know, when I sent the message that I was gonna take a break from social media due to mental health issues. The amount of love that you guys sent was just so healing. Like, it was so healing to me, and I am just beyond blessed. And so there's no words to express like my gratitude. I am just grateful to be back. I was so excited to film. Like, I was even telling my husband was like, what's your YouTube name? And I was kind of hesitant, like, I don't want you to watch my stuff. But he has been so supportive. My kids have been amazing through this whole thing. My YouTube friends, my Instagram friends, just so much love and support. And like I said in my book haul videos, take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. You know, we don't realize that we're struggling until we're struggling. And you have to keep people around you that are lifting you up and holding your hand and guiding you. And I definitely put God first and all that. I've been reading my Bible, like I've said in my book haul video, and that has just grounded me and it has helped me mentally. And so I'm just beyond grateful. I'm grateful for you guys for sticking by me and loving on me, even though you don't know who I am. You just see me share my love for books. So I'll end that there, and just keep an eye out for new videos this month. I'm not sure what my schedule will be for filming. I don't want to push myself too much. Thinking of just doing one video a week, just to get my feet going again. And so be patient with me. It's something, like, but I appreciate every one of you, every one of you that has watched my videos, liked them, commented. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, because we do a bunch of bookish shenanigans here and we live life. So until next time, remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Talk to you later. Bye.